Beyonce, honey, is back in the news on her husband, and they're saying, y'all, that Beyonce's fandom beehive, baby, roasted their former idol and her rapper husband, Jay-Z, in a angry post online recently. They said it all started out when Beyonce and Jay-Z hosted a casino charity event and sat at the same table, baby, with Miss Ivanka Trump and her business mogul husband, Mr. Jared Kushner. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z, y'all, they say may have thought that it was a flex to the poor people, baby, to sit at the same table with the U.S. president's daughter. Now, some of the Beehive members said that the former power couple sat with the Kushners, honey, to sway a New York advisory board to approve a gambling license for Jay-Z's casino, y'all, in Times Square, which we talked about the other day. Now, they're saying that the timing was suspicious. The charity event occurred, honey, they said it occurred, a few days before the all-important vote was held. But the advisory board, y'all, voted down, honey, the gambling license, and Jay-Z lost his bid, baby, to build a casino in Times Square. Now, the reason they said in the photo, you can see Jay-Z, y'all, on the far left, and Miss Beyonce wearing a beautiful new blonde wig, honey. Now, the Kushners were seated, y'all, with their backs to the cameras or whatever, but according to Ryan with Snitch, they're saying that the Beehive expressed their outrage, honey, their outrage loud and clear on social media. Now, many former fans called them traitors. One person wrote, Beyonce, how are you singing, voting, honey, out 45, and then turn around and sit at the same table as his offspring, shaking my head. And another person put at Beyonce, you need to explain, because WDF, honey. And a third person's comment, very disappointed in their decision to sit at that doggone table, y'all. Oh, my God. How could Beyonce them do that?
It's a bad look.
It's not a good look at all, baby.
I don't like it. I get what they were doing, but I don't like it.
Nah, it's a bad look.
Yes, baby, but they need the money. They say, honey, they say after all this and all of your years, honey, you couldn't change seats, Beyonce?
Right.
Oh, my God. And somebody said, girl, honey, what you mean, honey, you were seated with the enemy? So, but don't rich people have the right to do what they want? She could sit where she want and do what she want to do.
What you want to do. That don't mean that's a good optics.
Yeah. Oh, I feel
the
so bad.
The optics are bad for that, because you proclaim to be all about this one thing, but then, when it's all said and done, you got no problem, sitting with the oppressors.
And breaking bread with them, like, nah.
Yeah. Yes, Lord.
Ha-ha and Kiki and all that.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, my God. Well, honey, hopefully and prayerfully that things get better. It's sad that Jay-Z couldn't get his casino thing voted on, because I think he would have made a good thing for Times Square to brought more Africans in America to Times Square in New York and stuff. So
you make sure you let Jay-Z and Beyonce know that I don't like it. And once they hear that,
right?
Okay,
tell them,
Kay. Okay, Rob. Once they hear that I'm not pleased,
sure.
Right? Yeah.
Well, okay.
Honey, well, we're gonna see, and they do know who you are, huh? I guess. Yes, Lord. Well, anyway, we're gonna keep Beyonce them lifted up in our prayer, because honey, you do have the right to sit and eat and break bread with who you want to, honey. And especially when you have unlimited coins, honey. Forget the people that got you to where you are, honey. That don't have, honey, that make less than $10,000, $12,000 a year, honey, and what have you. So, but they did what they had to do, child. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Issa Rae says, y'all, that Los Angeles isn't a good dating city, honey. She admit romanticizing it, y'all, for Insecure. But a lot of people saying, honey, she admitted, but some people say that Los Angeles is a good place to, to date and whatever. You get, if you're a woman, could go out and find a rich man, that has unlimited coins or what have you. And some people say that about Atlanta. Atlanta's not a good place today, but the queens and all the other girls and everybody, they could date and find whatever they want. So I think, that's that's something that needs to, the jury is still out on all that, honey, because we love these cities, Los Angeles and Atlanta and stuff. So you could go ahead and date and do what you want to do, child. So, honey, you just haven't found the right person yet. So that means you're not looking in the right places, honey. But anyway, my quick for free story, y'all, during the recent live chat, honey, on X, baby, Miss Cardi clarified, y'all, that she's legally, hear what I'm saying, legally separated from Offset, and the only reason their divorce hasn't been finalized is because someone wants to hold her hostage. Now, while she didn't directly name her husband of 7 years, Cardi suggested that Offset's #divorce demands include having her to pay his taxes and hand over one of her beautiful properties, two things that she's ready to fight for. She also said that the separation hasn't affected her children, honey, lives, emphasizing that their schedules remain unchanged, honey. And I think, whoever have the most money should pay the tax and should give a person. I think if you got 5 houses, you should, do 2.5 each. Who needs 3 houses and the other person have 2? So you should split one and have, I could have one in the summertime, you could have one in the wintertime and stuff. Wouldn't you do something like that, special with all your coins if you had that kind of money?
Most definitely.
So, I think that would be a good thing. So
gotta work out the most amicable solution.
That's right. So I think, when we going through divorces like that, especially when you were once in love, you should think about the day that you were once in love and go back to that day and say, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing, honey, and I'm going to help you pay your taxes, and I'm going to help you out with properties and stuff like that.
I think a lot of times people just be so in their feelings, they want to do things out of spite, and you want to see the other person suffer.
Yeah.
Making them decisions being emotional.
Yeah, and I think you just take a day and just step out of the picture and think about it and then go back to it, and then you could, we're going to do this separate. Or wouldn't you do that, Brad? When you separate, if you're going to do something, you would do it equally because they said we were equally yoked. Thank you. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is cocoa. On the high end, you say cocoa, and on the low, you say beautiful brown. For more tea like that, you can go to RickySpottyMarshall.com and follow me at Gary
If looks could kill, you will be meeting Jesus right now.
Smart answer, Brad. Smart answer.
He gave him a look like,
That was a look of love.
Yeah, right.
Man, there it is, man. So